guys, it's Heather here from Miami. I'm coming to you tonight with my make for the BHM Pattern Designers Challenge for 2021. Now, we all know this is a challenge where you pick a African American pattern designer and you make one of their patterns. So I didn't quite know what I wanted to make. But my inspiration first, to be honest with you, came from this leather. A friend of mine, she started making leather goods, and I'll put her name across the screen. She's at Creations by ZB. She made me this leather coin purse, and I love the quality of the leather. So when BHM came about, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make something with leather. Well, I picked a bag, but I ended up not making that bag. Once I thoroughly went through that wonderful list that Natita at So Natural Dane put together, I ended up making the amber convertible tote. Now, I love my bag. Now, this is the first bag I have ever made. So I had to familiarize myself with materials. Now, I knew I was crazy about this Crazy Horse, Laredo Crazy Horse leather. So I knew that's what I wanted. But then when I was reading the pattern, it was recommended that you use the specific waxed fabric from Al Francis Textiles. So I did so. I purchased it, and it comes in a roll with a cute little bee sign. And the thing I love about this company, a portion of the proceeds goes towards research of bee pollination, which is very important. I don't think people realize how important those bees are. Anyway, this is the waxed fabric. If you can see the grain in there. And when I was first working with it, it was like getting white spots here, white spots there. But little did I know the fabulousness, if that's a word, that would come when I turned the bag. Now, from that fabric to this, look at that. From this to that, with those beautiful markings in it. I was shocked when I turned it. I really got excited. So this is waterproof. It's nice quality. I'm definitely gonna buy these little by little and put them down because I think bag making is gonna be in my future. Now, as towards the bag. So I knew I had the leather, but what I decided to do, because I didn't want it to be a hard bag that stood stiff, but I didn't want it to be really flimsy on the bottom. So what I did, I took the Crazy Horse leather, and I took another leather that I had, and I bonded them together. You see that chocolate leather? This is the Crazy Horse leather. I bonded another leather to it, glued it together, then stitched it together, then finished the edging. Now this thickness and this thickness down here, along with this thickness, is all bonded. I did not bond these and these, and that's one thing that I would do differently, because as you can see, if I show you the thickness of this, you see the thickness of this here, opposed to the thickness of the handles, it's much thicker. So that's one thing that I would do differently, because, you know, I'm attaching it here. I mean, it's strong. If I want to go back and change that, I can. And down here as well. That thickness. See if I can focus on that. That thickness compared to that thickness. So I can go back and change that if I want to. Now this bag, I love it because you can wear it like 3 ways. You can hold it as a tote. You can do it as a crossbody by using these D-rings and taking your strap and putting it here. Or you can put them on the bottom and totally do the knapsack from the back, which I mostly will do. See, put it on your back and keep it moving. Now it holds a great deal too. Let me show you what I have in here. And I still have room. I have my pinking shears. I have Xfinity remote, number 1. I have the ceiling fan remote. I have another remote. I have my wallet. I have my biotin gummies. I have another remote. And I have a full-size candle. So this bag, it holds quite a bit. Now, inside I put my BHM patterns. There are 2 pockets in here that go pretty deep. Oh, I have my sanitizer in there. And there's an option to put a 3rd little pocket in here for a pen if you want, but it goes pretty deep. And I took a little old miniature dog chain that I had and I made a key leash because I'm always digging for my keys in my bag. But guys, this bag was put together. I honestly put the bag together in less than half a day. What took time was the bonding of the leather, the cutting of the leather to make sure it was straight. And then I went ahead and I put a little stamp of roses on that patch right in the front, just as something decorative. You know, so this was my first bag. It was my first project with my new walking foot machine, and I'm glad I had the walking foot machine. Definitely going to be making bags again. Now, these here, and I'll pop a picture up. I wanted bigger rivets, but I couldn't find any, so I bought these screws, right? But really, the screws were too long, so I'll pop a picture up of what I had to do. I had to support the back of it with patches of leather to make the width between the screw and the bag thicker. So now I know when you're dealing with certain sizes, you know, these screws are more so, I think, for going through straps that are kind of thick. I saw Natita at So Natural Dane, her bag that she made actually from Georgia Girl Stitches. She used some screws on the side that were thick. So I think hers were Chicago screws. But I'm going to list a link of everything that I used down in the bottom. Just a great bag, a great pattern. And I definitely feel it's beginner friendly. The way you put the lining in was explained very easily. The, you know, illustrations in the pattern were great. You know, you do have to take the measurements that she gives you and make your own pattern and then go from there. But once you do it, you have it forever because, I mean, I'm telling you, I am sure I already have to make one. Someone tried to kidnap my bag. Not gonna mention any names, but I love it. And I went ahead and I also stamped my rose on the zipper, but I messed up because I should have stamped it before it was on top of the zipper because it didn't come out perfect like these stamps, because the leather has to be flat when you do it. But a little wear and tear, it'll be great. This is a nice thick zipper that I used. I just love the bag. It doesn't look cheap. I'm just excited. Anyway, this is my make for the BHM Pattern Designers Challenge. Ladies, thank you. You guys totally stepped it up. There's so much information there. I'm glad I tried something to push my limit and try my hand at something. It's all about learning. And again, ladies, thank you. Happy BHM Pattern Designers Challenge 2021. Looking forward to next year. Thanks, ladies. Talk to you later. I'm out.